I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
We're here, we're live, and we're a little sleepy, to be honest. Stayed up a little too late last night, and apparently, okay, I don't know if y'all heard that, but one of my neighbors is no longer living here, so they're refurbishing her apartment, and they're making quite a bit of noise down there, so I apologize if sometimes, if sometime during this entire stream that I kind of like pause or I jump or, whatever. Because they're being quite loud. But it's expected. I mean, I'm not mad, but, whenever loud noises just kind of come into play there, it throws me off a bit. So, apologize in advance. But today is Open Duel Room Saturday. That's right. The day that I've been waiting for, and none of you. But anyway, let's jump in here. And oh yeah, I need to go to the actual game. There we go. What's going on, Mujim and Seto? Good to have you guys with us. It is Open Duel Room, but of course it is the weekend, so that means that we're not playing metas or tier 1s. So first things first, let me go ahead and open the duel room. And, usually the first 10 minutes of these shows, we usually just kind of chill and talk about things, give people a little opportunity to get into the stream. But let me go ahead and at least create the room. And let's see. How many people do we think we'll have today? I honestly don't know how many people we'll have today. It is Saturday. And it's the first week, at least here in Texas, that kids have off from being in school. That's right. Kids are in school all week. And it was glorious. I'm not saying that to be mean, but, I've mentioned it many times before. I don't have kids myself, and there's a reason for that. And the big reason is that I can't take them for long periods of time. I don't hate kids, but, like I've said before, I can take them for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, and then after that, I gotta get the heck out of there. I just, I can't deal with it. And usually the younger the kid, the worse it is. If it's like a teenager, I can usually handle them for a little while. If it's like a 12-year-old or an 11-year-old, I start to get a little under 10 years old. I can't really handle them too long because it just gets weird. Let me go ahead and put the room number in the chat. I know y'all saw it flash up on the screen there for a minute. You're like, that's not long enough for us to see it. I'm putting it in chat, so we're good. But yeah, there's that. So let's go over a couple of things here before we get started. Yeah, Chaz is here somewhere. I should probably go through and get all my free gems because I've only got 3 gems. And I actually do want to buy a few packs. Not from the new set, though. But I am trying to get a few additional copies of certain cards. That would be helpful for me right now. And unfortunately, they come from larger boxes. Hey, 3 whole gems here and there, it adds up. It really does. It's better than nothing, isn't it? Let me get that little thing. Okay. Let's see. First things first. Let's talk about the Chaz event. I don't know how you guys have been doing in the Chaz event, but just to give you an update on how I'm doing. I'm still not doing very good. I still have not gotten a level 10. I still don't have one. And it's starting to worry me a bit because I'm farming him as often as I can, but he's simply not dropping cards. Because like the first few days he dropped a few cards. Like I got a few copies of this thing. And so I was like, oh, okay, so eventually he'll drop the level 10, but no. He suddenly stopped dropping cards for me altogether. This is pretty much the exact same number, or maybe not this one. I've gotten this a couple more times. But these are essentially, you know, put aside Armed Dragon level 7, I've not gotten any additional copies of any of these cards. None. He suddenly just stopped dropping them for me. Again, like I said, with the exception of Armed Dragon level 7. But he's not dropping cards for me now. Not at all. He's giving me a gem here every now and then, which is okay. Like, he'll give me, like, 1 gem or 5 gems. He even gave me 10 gems on one of the wins. But he's not giving me cards. And that has me a little concerned. I mean, he's here until the 20th, so I've got, you know, a couple more days. But I was hoping to have a level 10 by now. And it's going to really stink if I go the entire event and don't get even a single copy of level 10. That's going to be disheartening. Because that and level 5 are really the only cards that I'm trying to get from him at this point. And if I'd like at least 2 copies of this. If I only get 1, fine, but I'd like to get 2 copies. And I have 1 copy of level 5, and again, I'd like to get 2 more copies of level 5, but he's just not dropping cards for me. And it has me worried. That is, of course, you know, unless, you know, they do what they always do, which is the last day or two, they kind of pump up the RNG to give away more of the higher end cards, but I don't know. It does have me worried. Yeah, let me see if I can actually go through and give you numbers here. Oh, this is another thing we could talk about real quick. This is kind of hilarious. Card flipper campaign. Oh yeah, the card flipper campaign. I'm actually doing really well in that. Well, let's see. Series Chaz, where are you, buddy? Details. Oh, that's the same thing we were looking at. But anyways, yeah, he's simply not giving me the cards that I need. He's being mean. And I keep getting level 30. I don't know if you guys are having this problem, but he keeps giving me level 30. Like, maybe once every 6 spawns, he gives me level 40. And of course, level 40 gives you the better chance of getting the higher end cards. And he constantly gives me level 30. I don't understand why. I mean, I'm pretty far along. I'm stage 23. That's more than far enough. Same thing with Duel Monsters. I actually got another stage on here yesterday. I mean, again, it's not anywhere near the end, but it's the stage 44. That's pretty far along. So I don't really understand what's going on. I think it's just another one of these events. Maybe this is going to be the new norm, because it was like that with the last event for me too, and the Duel Island event too, where it was very, very stingy when it came to cards, and that's not nice. But oh well. I mean, there's nothing I can really do about that, obviously. Let me go ahead and let me see. Who was I going to use against you guys today? Oh yeah, I think I was going to use Cyrus. And of course, these could change. We're going to use Dark Trax's Brain today. Well, again, you know, this is probably staying for a few duels, and then I'll change it out to something different. I did build a couple of new decks that are a little different. Some old favorites in there, but we'll see how that goes. So let me go ahead and jump into the duel room. Oh, before we go forward, just in case you all haven't heard, and some people have not heard, he's at the gate now permanently. If you want him, go get him. And the same thing here. I've been trying to farm him, and he's not giving me the cards I want. I only want a Lava Golem and a Ra's Disciple. And of course, he won't give me those two. But if you never got Ra, you can go get Ra now, which is nice. But all these other cards I don't really care about. Just Ra's Disciple and Lava Golem. Oh, that's right. I was going to talk about the sale. The amazing sale that they have going. Gems and Packs Bundle Sale. One person pointed this out. They're like, look, see how it kind of goes up 100, 200, 300, 400, and then suddenly you get right here, and then it's 450. Doesn't that seem kind of crap? It's like, come on, man, I'm buying in 10s here, or 20s, and they're going up 100 each time, but no. When you get to the 8th part, they're like, no, we're gonna cut the gems there. That's kind of crap. I don't know. This all main boxes and mini boxes currently available. Cards on sale. Each deal is limited to once per player. 10 packs, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't really buy packs. In fact, I don't at all. So this doesn't really apply to me. It just says all main boxes and mini boxes. If they had a deal on the EX box, that would have been nice. Because I've been holding off on purchasing that box forever now. I just thought that was kind of odd that they would, you know, get cheap there at the very end. It's like, okay, that doesn't really, you know... Because as it is, that seems kind of light, considering how many packs they expect you to buy. I just don't... Said it before, I'll say it again. Well, I have the money to get the Xbox. I've just not been, you know, I've not been driven to get it. In fact, here, we'll look in here. And, yeah, 6 packs plus 30 gems is $3. That, as a 50 cents a pack, I guess that's not bad. I don't know. I just don't... Again, this is it's completely an entertainment product. I think if they would slash the prices of these packs permanently, they would sell a lot more. Like, I can tell you right now, at $1 a pack, I'm not buying these. I mean, the sale aside, putting the sale aside, but $1 a pack, I'm not buying these. Even for this, 5 packs for, you know, 'cause with 50 gems, basically you get 6 packs, $4.99. I'm not paying that much for a pack. I'm just not going to do it. But if they knock it down to say, and I know this is really extreme, but, you know, we're just kind of spitballing here. If they knocked it down to $0.25, can you imagine how many packs people would buy? I really do think, and I know the reason they do it is because they know eventually if a new pack comes out, that eventually people will get the entire box and they won't want to buy anymore. And so that's why they keep it at this level. But, you know, people like me that don't really spend money on the game, if this were even 50 cents, if it were 50 cents for a pack, I would probably get like 5 or 6 packs. But because it's not, I'm not getting the packs. You know, that, and also because I don't get a lot of donations. So it's a little harder for me. You know, I have to kind of, you know, set that money aside. I have to expense it. Not that that's really going to help me this year, but I have to expense it. Let me go to the duel room. I've been blathering long enough now. I've been blathering for almost 14 minutes. Let's get to the duel room. And I'm still the only one in here. That's banging. Well, that's okay. I mean, people are still, you know, it's Saturday morning. Kids are still, you know, like I said, the younger kids, they've been going to school. And so they're just like, dude, I just want to sleep on Saturday now. Which is, I don't blame them. School can get a little rough, you know. It can get really rough. But I'll post the room number in chat again. And we'll give it a few minutes. And while we're waiting here, I'll just go and duel, I'll go duel Chaz. I know he's only the level 30, but let me duel him. Here, I'm not going to use Cyrus. I don't want to be able to see that deck yet. I'm just going to use a meta deck. Just to get the win fairly easily. Yeah. Frickin' Chaz. Chaz is one of the more annoying characters. It seems like the annoying characters tend to get the events. Like, you'll never see an Alexis event. Or I don't know, maybe there has been one and I just don't know. But Cyrus, actually Cyrus wasn't too annoying. That was, I like his event. His event's actually kind of nice. Let me bring that down. Yeah, this is a slightly different variation of the Amazon deck. The only real difference is the tiger. It still has one baby tiger in it, but I'm slowly kind of pushing myself back to the regular tiger because, of course, the ban list is getting ready to come into effect. So we want to make sure that we're able to. In 2 days, we get a whole new event. Yes, we do. We get an amazing event, from what I understand. I could be completely wrong, but apparently we're supposed to be getting an amazing event. Some sort of dice event thing. They released some information on it. I mean, these events are okay, but I tend to like the character-based events. Like, I know the Zane event wasn't that good because of the cards they offered, but I like the Cyrus event. The Cyrus event I thought was kind of neat because the cards I did want. I did want some of those Cyrus cards, so that worked. Let me think. What was another one? The Mai event I thought was kind of neat. Again, because there were cards that I wanted. I think it kind of comes down to that. If you put out some cards that people actually want, then the event seems a bit more worthwhile. But if you just kind of throw together... If you get a good character like Zane, and you don't give him his best cards, then it's hard to get behind the event. And I cannot draw a monster. Actually, oh dang, I should have probably attacked with Sage instead. Get that 19 going there. Insectors. I've only played one dedicated Insector deck. It seems like it could be effective. I ended up winning that duel, but it seems like it could be effective. But I think they're not getting enough appreciation right now. I think they are a fairly good deck. I don't know if they'll be... They're definitely not tier 1. But I think it's an interesting deck. It throws people off. Again, the only thing I really don't like about it is it tends to be one of those decks with, you know, tons and tons of effects. Like, before anything can really happen, like 10 effects have to go off, and it's like, ugh. You know, that kind of stuff just gets annoying to me. I guess maybe that's why I tend to like Amazons, because Amazons, I mean, they do have a couple of effects. They do that, like, you know, like when you bring out Princess and then Tiger chains, and then you bring in the Tiger and then Princess resolves, and then you can still get Princess to do other stuff. That can be a little convoluted, but for the most part, this kind of stuff doesn't really do that. Like, same thing with Onslaught. Onslaught's a very simple effect. It just removes it. It just removes the card. Same thing with Amazon's Tiger. It's a very simple, basic effect. Well, there's 2 effects it has, but they're pretty simple and basic. There's not all this chaining and all kinds of stuff going on there, so I tend to like those effects a little bit better, simply because it keeps the duel going. But as far as the Insectors, they're interesting. I thought for a second that I might actually build that deck, but I'm not buying any more. Man, still nobody in the duel room, man. But I stopped buying that pack because there simply wasn't anything else in there that I really wanted. Like, that's what I generally go on. If I really want something in there, then I'll buy the pack. And if I happen to get the other cards just because I'm buying the pack, that's fine. But I got a few of the Insector cards, but not enough to really build the deck. And I've reset this box several times. So, yeah, don't let this fool you. But yeah, I got pretty much everything I wanted. I got 2 of these. The Wall of Illusion. I only got one of the Flash Forbidden spell, but that's fine. I only wanted 1 copy of that. And then of course I've got the vampire stuff. Let's see. Well, I got one of the familiars. Where else is another? Oh, got the dog. And then I got the crazy woman. But as far as the Insector cards, I did get this guy, the Gigamantis, and I did get this guy, which is the ultra rare. But I figure you would probably want to run multiples of him. And so if I really wanted to build the deck, I would have to get at least 1 more copy of that. And that means, I mean, as of right now, like I said, I reset the box again. So I have a chance of getting him, but, you know, I'm not really going for him. But all the other Insector monsters, let me see if I can find the rest of them here. Oh, here we go, yeah. I've got plenty of copies of these other ones. Oh, that's not it. But yeah, where are the rares? Come here, rares. There we go. Insector Hopper. Yeah, plenty of those guys. They do seem to get shut down pretty well. I mean, in the meta as it is right now, it's very, how can I put this? It's very effect reliant, and that goes for a lot of decks. I mean, if you saw my Fur Hire replay, that win that I got Thursday versus that Fur Hire deck, I mean, the way I'm not tooting my own horn here, but I'm just mentioning it because we're talking about it. But if you go and you watch the video, because I uploaded it as a single video on its own, just so people could take a look at it. I mean, the ridiculousness in which I'm able to shut down that deck was almost flawless. I mean, every move was perfect, and I think that's kind of where we're headed. Is that there, so many of these decks, like the Insector decks and like the Fur Hire decks, are based almost solely on the effects of the monsters themselves. So it's very effect monster heavy. And so if you can find a way to counter that with cards like, now these don't completely counter it, but some of them do. Obviously Chalice is one of your big choices. Chalice basically says, nope, you're not going to activate your effect this turn. So you do that, as long as you're able to defend yourself, then you're fine. It'll shut down the Insector cards, it'll shut down Fur Hire cards. It will shut down some Amazon cards. But Insector and Fur Hire are the big ones that I think of right off the top of my head. Now, of course, some of that stuff doesn't necessarily work with other decks, but that's just Forbidden Chalice. Other cards, such as Floodgate, which I've seen people now running 3 Floodgates, because they just don't want to deal with the effects. They're just like, and I don't blame them. If you can shut down a Fur Hire deck with 3 straight Floodgates, you're going to do it. It works. Same thing, Paleozoic is not as strong, but it's still pretty good. Like, if you just want to shut down, a possible activated effect right then and there, Paleozoic. Like, as soon as the monster comes out, as long as it's not an instant effect, and they're able to get it off before your Paleozoic is able to activate, then you're fine. But Paleozoic is pretty good, so I'm seeing a lot of Paleozoic, a lot of Floodgates, a lot of Chalices. And as far as other ways to basically make effect monsters useless, at least for the turn, that's getting really big now. And it seems to be working. At least in my case, it seems to be working. So let me head back on over to the room. And, oh, there's a few people in here. We got Blue Ranger. Let me switch back to my other guy, because I almost played you with the Amazons. That's not good. I'll play with Cyrus. And we'll go back to the duel room. And we can keep talking while we're dueling here. Our Weibo chat! Fur Hire's not dead, but they're a little crippled. Because I've already seen changes to Fur Hire decks that still make the deck very... because think of it like this. You can actually get away with running just the single Dyna. You can still do it. And same thing with Donpa. You can still run the deck with only 2 Donpas. The only thing that's limiting you at that point is going to be the inaccessibility of some of the other cards that are also semi-limited, like enemy controllers. But the deck, it's still viable. It can still work. People are subbing in other cards. I think one other deck that I saw... Oh, there's Dre. Hey, Dre. I'll play a Dre real quick. But I have seen people playing, and this is seriously... And somebody linked it in Discord, too. Somebody spotted a deck that was Fur Hire, and it was Fur Hire, and they were also running Sea Stealth Attack, or Stealth Sea Attack. I can't remember exactly how that goes. But they're running that card that usually goes with water decks. And it works. And I thought, wow, that's that's kind of insane. It's interesting, but, like I said, it's not dumb if it works. Seto Kaiba. Oh, I see what Dre's doing here. Dre is holding on to beat down before it gets nerfed. He's like, I love my beat down. I've never really used beatdown, so it's not going to affect me either. That's another thing that's being changed.
What?
Oh, wow. But yeah, Beatdown is getting the big nerf. And it probably does need the nerf. It is a bit strong. It's not going to affect certain deck types, though. Like, I know Hazy's, it's all, you know, most of the Hazy stuff is plus, you know, it's all plus 5-star, so it's not going to really hurt Hazy that much. Let's see, so a 19 attacker. Well, interesting start here. Yeah, this is going to hurt a little bit. But again, you all know me, I don't play decks that are essentially that strong. Maroon, the Frenchman, is 25. Why are you telling everybody? You shouldn't tell people that you're 16, man. You really shouldn't. Because that's kind of dirty. A Fur Hire running slow book cards. Yeah, everybody's trying different variations now. Yeah, you're gonna see that a lot now. Everybody's trying. They want to keep Fur Hires alive, and they're probably going to be able to do it because they really want. I mean, because the cards themselves, they have solid effects. Again, just because we don't like them doesn't mean that they're not good. But they're doing everything they can to try and find different variations of Fur Hire now. Who is Blue Ranger? Yeah, I'm kind of wondering who that is too. Let me see what they say. Well, Shyam said, I saved 2 replays against Blue Ranger without even knowing it. I wrecked against his counter fairy deck using Joey LG King Dragon and completely annihilated him with Titan Showdown and Heroes turn 3. Well, I'm actually just happy that so far against Dre's deck, and Dre comes up with some interesting decks. I'm just happy that I've been able to counter his deck so far. And I'm going to counter it again right here, and this might get him angry. Come on. Oh, wait, he may do something here. No, he won't. We're going to have to break out the gems out here now. Hey, Yugioh. Yugioh was very excited last night. Yugioh was like, dude, you're playing Roblox. And I'm like, yes, I'm playing Roblox. Unfortunately, there's really only one minigame that I actually kind of enjoy. I tried doing the farming simulator, and it just was boring. I tried that other one, Murder Mystery, and that one was kind of eh. Oh, that's the man-eater bug. I know it is. It's going to be the man-eater bug, isn't it? I know Dre. I know him too well. He's got the man-eater bug down there. Roblox was... I mean, the pet simulator game is okay. Here, I'll force him to make a decision here. Because if it is man-eater, he's going to have to take out my my Steam raid instead now. Oh, no, it's Kidboto Dragon. Oh, okay. Oh, maybe he's got... he's going to bring out the blue eyes here. Let's see what he's got. No, yes, no? Oh, red eyes. Okay. Let's see. What do we got here? What can we do against red eyes? Let's see. Oh, I could actually almost defeat him. But let's see. That's a dark, so we're going to have to do this. Okay. Yeah, Dre's like, dude, stop it. I'm like, it's just one of those duels, Dre, where for some reason I have an answer for every single thing you do right now. Okay, yeah, he gave up. I don't blame you. That just, that duel, it's one of those, like I said, it's one of those instances, I mean, because we all have those days where it's like, you get that bunk hand, and you're like, oh, but then you also have those days where you get every single answer you need. And that's what happened right there. I got every single answer I needed. Now, that's probably not going to continue, but it's still kind of nice sometimes. So I got Blue Ranger and Sama going at it. Sama's always tough. And then, of course, I just face Dre. We got Furry Master versus Seto. And now we have 7. Also the certified 7. Spider-Man, dude, where have you been, man? You've missed out on a lot. We've been streaming different games and all kinds of stuff. We've been streaming Fallout. We've been streaming GTA. We even streamed Roblox last night. Yeah. Hello, King Dragon. How about me? How good am I? I don't know how good you are. You're okay. Here. Well, let me hop over to 7 because he's available. So we'll face 7. Now the thing is 7 knows what he's facing now. And again, this is not a tier deck at all. But it does have some very solid effects. I've got the Jinzo running in there. And, oh, here we go. Can you text your Roblox username in chat? I'll friend you. You already did, Yugioh. Oh, you mean the other people. But, I mean, I already added you as a friend, Yugioh, so I know you're probably not talking to me. Yeah, Dre got frustrated there. Dre's like, dude, you had an answer for everything. Yeah, it's, you know, it's kind of like that old saying, every now and then, even the sun can shine on a dog's butt. That was kind of it right there. Now, as you can see, I'm a little more... Yeah, I'm in a bit of trouble here. I can counter, but yeah, I do not like the monster I started with. If I can draw into a monster, I think I'll be okay. We'll have to see. Oh, a Snipe Hunter. He started with Snipe Hunters already. Oh, no. Yeah, this is going to be rough. It's going to be really rough. I have no monsters. You've been in school. When did school start for you, man? I know, like I was saying here earlier, locally school started this week. Oh, he's just running a bunch of Snipe Hunters. Put that down there. You know, get him to dump a card. There. I'm just gonna chain it. He's going down. That doesn't matter. You're going down one way or another, dude. Here, we'll do this. Dual room number. I will post that in chat. Hold on. There you go. Okay, let's see what we got here. Well, let's try this first because I gotta get this card out of my hand. This is where Paleozoic is handy. But if he's got a Floodgate, then I'm in trouble. And he may have a Floodgate. Yeah, just Floodgate. The only good thing is he can't bring his Snipe Hunter back up, so I'm still in pretty good shape. And I have a 2000 Defender down there, so it's not bad. He's hoping to draw into a tribute right now. Oh, look at this. Learn the horrors of the maze. Sangha of the Thunder. Kind of want to save my little guy right now. Sangha sucks. I don't like him, but yeah. We'll try to save our guy here. Oh, wow. Oh, man, that's... That's a tough decision. Well, I gotta do some damage here, so... Let's bring out the submarine ride. And let's see if I can at least tag him for 800 here. And if I were him, I would definitely take the 800. It's only 800 at this point. But who knows? Yeah, he'll take the 800. And then we'll save that. And now again, he's hoping to draw into a monster here. I think we both had... Well, he had a really great start. I was just able to weather it. And my start was not very good. Sergeant Electro. He stinks. No, actually, he's great. I love Sergeant Electro. So it depends now. Does he want to get rid of my big defender, or does he want to get rid of my submarine roid? I would get rid of the submarine roid. And that's exactly what it does. Exactly. Yeah. Very good. Oh, ooh. That's interesting. Okay. Oh, I think I see what he's doing. He wants to do that, so okay. That makes perfect sense. But let me think. This is all I can really do, because I don't want to keep hiding behind that. Oh, and I can't change his battle position, so that stinks. Okay. He may have some... If he has a counter back there, then I'm in a bit of trouble. I think he does have a counter back there. Or... Oh, yeah, there it is. Wall. Ouchie! Yeah. Yeah, I'm in a bit of a spot here, unfortunately. Now my bad starting hand with monsters is coming back to haunt me, because now I'm top decking. So I'm probably going to lose this. Let's see. Well, I could bring out a roid. Let me think. What roids do I have? The only one that would really help would maybe be submarine roid, even that. Yeah, I might as well use it. Let's see. Because now I get to choose my roid monster. Oh, well, I could do this. And hopefully I'll survive. I can buy myself another turn here. We'll see how that works out. But yeah, I'm pretty far behind on cards now, so this is gonna sting. Oh no, he just ended his turn. Okay. He's just hacking his backfield now. Okay, so we'll survive another turn here. But yeah, I burned my good traps fairly early. I didn't have... Yeah, I'm dead. There's nothing I can do now. He's gonna electro that and then we're done. The next Bakura event seems Linky a total different game. I'm trying to... Yeah, I can't say that. I lose! Yeah, I got that bad starting hand. I just simply wasn't able to recover enough from it. I was able to get past the snipe hunters, but beyond that I wasn't able to go any further. Okay, it's Yugioh. Let's get it on, Yugioh. I'll continue with this same deck. Hey, where'd you go, man? Well, ugh, dude, stay where you are. Oh my god. Cut it out. Really? I'm just going to sit here for a minute. Make sure he doesn't take off on me again. Okay, let's try it again. There. Did anyone spell check my Arkham Knight walkthrough trailer? I don't know. I have no clue. Yugioh over here jumping from table to table. Oh, somebody's using peak performance.
What?
Oh, another weird starting hand. This one's not so bad though. This one has potential, but look at this. Ugh. I always manage to do this to myself. At least every third duel or so, I do this to myself. Oh well. It happens. That's the one thing I miss about 40-card decks, is that even in 40-card decks, I would usually only run 2 tributes. Ooh, what does this guy do? This face-up card you control is destroyed by your opponent's card by battle or effect. Target one special summon level 5 or higher monster on the field. Destroy that target. Ooh. We're gonna wait. Gonna have my gyroid survive there for a minute. Good job, gyroid. You have done what I needed you to do. So here's to hoping that he doesn't have an answer for this. Gotta break out Jinzo. I know I could do that, but I want to save that. There we go. Excellent, that worked out. No special summon monsters, so we're good. The thing is, though, he has Mountain. So he could still break out a dragon or a thunder or a winged beast that could possibly overpower Jinzo. I'm kind of reluctant to bring this guy out now because, again, he's... Well, that's actually a pretty good draw. Let's be patient. Let's set that. I know I could be super aggressive, but I'm just going to be patient here. We'll save that again. Let's see what he has down there. Ah, Exploder Dragon! Well, it's a good thing we were patient. Jinzo's gone. Okay. Well, we're still not in bad shape. We're in decent shape now. I know I would have probably gotten the extra 1,000 off of him, but yeah. I would have eventually if he has a monster, I would have taken damage next turn anyway. So let's see what we got here. Red Eyes, whatever. Let me read his effect. During your end phase, if you do not normal summon set a monster this turn, you can banish this card from your deck. Ooh. I'm gonna burn that. Yep, he's thinking. Some idiot is right now playing Batman Arkham Knight with a mod that makes Batman look like Harley Quinn. Seems like a good idea to me, man. I like Harley, I just don't like her voice. Her accent, specifically. Because the traditional Harley Quinn has a very thick New York accent. Yeah, I'm sorry, I just... I just do not like that accent. I mean, a light New York accent is fine, but yeah, she's got a very thick... Yeah, I know I should have done this, but we're going to try something different. But she's got a very thick New York accent at times. I mean, it all depends on the voice actress, too. Like, I don't know if y'all seen, what is it, one of the newer films that are out from the DCU. Batman and Harley Quinn. I thought that was a pretty decent little movie. And her voice actress in that one wasn't too bad. She didn't really lay the... Yes, I'm running Manager Bug. What's wrong with Manager Bug, man? Look at this. Harley Quinn Bug over here destroying fools. Let's take that out. I actually have a few little characters, like pop figures and stuff of Harley Quinn. To be fair, I collect. I mean, I'm not a huge, massive collector of Batman stuff, but I collect a few things from Batman. And Harley Quinn characters is one of them. But no, I don't have all those weird, kind of super sexy ones of her. That seems kind of odd to me. I mean, I know she's made up that way. That's the way she's drawn. But here, I don't think I'll need this here. But yeah, I just don't. I don't feel the need to sexualize Harley Quinn, like some people do. And that, I mean, I don't judge people who do, but you know. So we got Red Eyes. You go away. This is an interesting duel, man. This is very much a chess match. We're trading cards at this point. Dude, and the people that come to my open duel rooms, man, we see Man-Eater Bug at least a couple of times every weekend. We see Man-Eater Bug fairly often. And he's an effective card. I mean, obviously he was able to he at least 1 for 1 there for me. So that's pretty darn good. This was actually a pretty good draw. Submarine Roid. Harley Quinn's hotness represents my Christian values. Okay. I do like what they did with Harley, though. Because at first she was just like a lackey. And, I mean, I know they were just kind of trying to give a sidekick to Joker, but I'm really glad what they did with her. She's a much better character now. She's not just some random woman that's getting terrorized by the Joker now. And I know y'all might think terrorized. Well, you know, I won't get too into it, but if you really go back and look at the history of Harley Quinn and the Joker, it's pretty bad. Joker was just horrible to her. And that's why when they kind of changed her up and you know, got her away from Joker, you have to go. See you later, Carp. It is a very sad story. It really is. It's sad, but at the same time, you're kind of happy for her because she was able to get through it. But yeah, Harley's story is really, yeah, it's rough. But she has become a much stronger character now. I actually like that they paired her with Poison Ivy. Because Poison Ivy's interesting. Because she's not necessarily a villain, she's kind of on her own side. You know what I mean? She has her own stuff that she tries to focus on. So she's not necessarily a bad guy. But of course she's not a hero either. But I still like that Poison Ivy was very, you know, very friendly to Harley. You know, and kind of took care of her and looked after her after the whole thing, the whole fallout with the Joker. So yeah, Poison Ivy's not bad. She's cool. Kinda. Except when she wants to take over the world and turn everything into a plant. And she does do that occasionally. Yeah, she is an anti-hero now. Here, now we can burn the arrows. Yeah, she's like a... She's kind of like a Deadpool character in that sense. I mean, she's obviously different from Deadpool, but it's kind of like, you know, how Deadpool's not really a bad guy, but he's also not really... I mean, he's kind of just a... Deadpool is really just a neutral who ends up doing the right thing most of the time. Most of the time. Not all the time. Good game, sir. Yugioh's like, no! I have lost! Oops, Sama and Furry Master... Furry Master... Sama and Furry Master go ahead. And Moo 2 is available, so we're going to jump over there. Actually, do I want to use the different deck with Moo? Nah, we'll stick with the same one for now. And then I'll change up after this. Because I don't want to throw Moo for a... I don't want to throw him a curveball. Come on, Moo, where are you? Don't be a ghost. Don't be a ghost! Oh, wait, hold on, I think we got it now. Also using Ancient Gears on a different character. Ancient Gears? Who's using Ancient Gears? I mean, technically Ancient Gears isn't meta or tier 1, so I guess you could use it, but one of the great things I like about the weekend is that we tend to stick, well, not stick, but we tend to get away from your traditional decks. Hey, what's going on, man? Okay, I think we broke something. But we tend to get away from the traditional deck types. We tend to just try different things, try different stuff. And that's why this deck, I mean, you could call my deck a Roid deck, but it's not really a Roid deck. Here we go. I think we're starting now. But yeah, as far as Ancient Gears, that's the only Ancient Gear card I have in that deck. And I only put him in there because I wasn't necessarily... I mean, he's obviously not a big beat stick. He's only a 2,000 attacker for a 1 tribute. But I like his effect. Both of his effects, really. That he... You know, you can't activate cards during the battle phase or when he's attacking. And also, he negates anything he destroys. So he's got a very handy effect. But he is by no means unbeatable. Psychic Vision. Okay, so he's going first. This is a better... Well, I don't know about my starting hand. This is kind of interesting. Your mother is in Oregon. What's going on? Well, what does she do? Well, no, never mind. I'm not going to ask that. I was going to ask what she does for work, but that's kind of a personal question, so don't worry about that. Once per turn, you can target one Gusto monster in your graveyard and one face-up monster on the field. Shuffle the first target into the deck, and if you do, negate the second target's effect until the end phase. Huh. Well, I could be ultra aggressive, but we'll be sort of conservative aggressive, and we'll just tag him for 800 here. Yes. I have to admit, Submarine Roid really does come in pretty handy. I found that I'm able to get his direct attack effect at least once every duel or so. And that's, I mean, it's only 800, but, I mean, eventually stuff like that can add up. Fighter jets? Dude, that's amazing! I was just curious, Spider. Like I said, you don't have to tell me that. That information's kind of personal. But that's, I mean, since you told us, that's pretty amazing, dude. Fighter jets. In fact, I got a friend who, her son is, he's in the Air Force. And he repairs A-10s. I don't know if you all know what that is, but it's a type of fighter plane. Oh, blowback dragon. Ooh. This may hurt a little bit. Let's see what you got, buddy. Going for that one, huh? Okay. Oh, he didn't get it. Oh, no. No second coin toss. I'm still trying to gather those cards too. There are so many decks I want to build, but it just takes so long to get these cards sometimes. How much do you fight? Oh, dude, it depends. Some jets, I mean, some of the older jets are reasonably expensive. Like, I know, like, years and years ago, like, something like an F-14 was like a $15 million plane. And, you know, back in the 80s when that plane was very popular, I mean, that was a lot of money. I mean, it's still a lot of money, but it was a ton of money back then. Yeah, let's bring this guy up. Yeah, but nowadays, jets are just ridiculous. Okay, so we're not going to attack directly. Gotta bring this out because I gotta get rid of that thing. We're gonna choose dark. But yeah, some of our more modern planes, like I know the F-22, which is still a fairly modern plane. I mean, it's been around for a while now, but the F-22, if I remember correctly, that sucker was like close to it was something like $1 billion per plane. I mean, it was ridiculous expensive. And you may think $1 billion, how in the world? Well, you have to think though, because it's not just going and building the plane. You have to research it. You have to work with designers. You have to try different things, and it takes years and years and years of research and development just to get that plane off the ground. And then you have to make sure it flies right, and then you have to make sure it does everything you want it to do. And you know, that F-22 has things like vector thrusting and all sorts of interesting stuff, man. And it's also, it's not completely stealth, but it's stealth capable, which means it kind of dips in and out of radar. So, I mean, yeah, some of those planes are just ridiculous expensive, man. And I know, what is it, the newest plane is, what is it, the F-35? I think that's one of the newer ones. I apologize, I'm not up on some of the more recent fighter planes, but I think it's the F-35. That thing is even more expensive than the F-22. And the F-22, like I said, it's an amazing jet, but they've been having a lot of problems with the F-35s. If I remember correctly, the F-35, they've been running into a lot of problems with just with a lot of technical stuff. Sometimes they don't work quite right, and And it stinks though because you want to test the plane, but at the same time you got $1 billion flying around up in the air, and if it crashes, you know, you could possibly lose a pilot and $1 billion. So us here in the U.S. we spend way too much money on defense, man. Can that run billion plane run Crisis 3? Probably not. Would you say nobles are the same as fur hires? No, but they are still pretty good. I would say they are 1.5 tier. They are a very good deck. Yeah, some of those. I mean, I could probably look it up, but yeah, she doesn't fly them. That's what I got from Spider-Man. She doesn't fly them, but she just works on them, and that's cool too, man. Because I mean, that's the same. Like I was saying, my friend's son does that. He works on A-10s. The only thing is though, is like he's over in Afghanistan right now. And yeah, he only works on the planes, but obviously if the plane is in Afghanistan, he has to be in Afghanistan to work on the plane. I think Noble Knights are good in the sense that there's just, again, there's such a jumble of effects with them that it just, you know, it can often confuse players. Because there's so many different things going off, and if you do one thing, then it triggers another thing, and then if you try to counter that, it triggers another thing, and that is true, Moni. We have the biggest military budget in the world. In fact, if I remember correctly, and again, this is not accurate, but this is just kind of a roundabout idea. But they were saying something like 56 or 57% of our total annual budget goes toward defense. That is insane, man. That is just 100% insane. I mean, I understand we need to defend ourselves and all that. And I think the biggest cost there is that we end up being the police for the world in some cases, which leads to even more expenses. Because I think for a while we were spending something like $50 million a day in Afghanistan. I mean, that's just nuts. $50 million a day just to be there. You know, and that's not including, you're going to have to do something, dude, or you're dead. That's not including other expenses that may come about. Oh, wow, okay. Let's see, what are you doing here? You're going to have to take my submarine, right, I think. Or else, oh, you're just going to change the position. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, well, Steamroid's gonna power up here. Bam. Can your country spend billions in children's card games? You know, as much as we make fun of Yu-Gi-Oh! And how their world seems to revolve around the card game, wouldn't it be something different if instead of us going to war, we could just settle things with a children's card game? I mean, that would be insane. It'd be awesome, but it'd be insane. Good duel, sir. Polar. I have no idea who Polar is. But apparently Furry Master and Sama are still going at it. Let's see. I think maybe it's time to switch up decks. I'll be right back, Polar. Don't take off on me. I'm going to switch to... Oh, what other... Oh, I was trying to remember what other character I had developed a deck for. Because I don't want... I mean, I can go back and use the older decks against you guys, but these are the two new ones. Yeah, I'm fairly certain it's this guy. So let me go back to the room. And where are you? There you are. Okay, so this one's a little different. To be honest, I don't remember how it's different, but it's different. What deck would North Korea run? I really don't know. Polar, what's going on, man? It won't start the duel. I don't know if USA would use an Exodia deck. No, USA, I mean, I hate to say this, but, you know, Japan pretty much nailed Bandit Keith. If you want to take all the stereotypes, all the negative stereotypes with Americans, they got it with Bandit Keith. And him using cards like Barrel Dragon and Blowback Dragon, that makes sense. It makes so much sense. Because I can tell you right now, if we were... Oh, it's this deck. Okay. But if we were to build a Duel Monsters deck just based on our American, I guess, sort of, not necessarily values, but even the stereotypes, yeah, Bandit Keith's deck would probably do it. North Korea runs Dark Worlds. Well, I imagine that Japan would probably... I mean, they could run a lot of different decks in Japan. Six Samurai makes sense. Trying to think what else. They're in a lot of stuff. America! Aliens! I'm probably going to get torched here because my deck is... Okay, if you all watched Thursday's stream... yeah, you all know for a fact that this deck is simply not... Yeah, it's not very good. But we'll see how we can do here. China runs ninjas for sure. Once per turn, you can remove 1 8 counter from an opponent's monster, destroy 1 spell or trap card. Oh, okay. Well, at least I had a Mirage Dragon. Mirage Dragon is probably one of the stronger cards I have in this deck. And you may think, what, that's it? But he has a good effect. Your opponent cannot activate trap cards during the battle phase. Germany runs for hires. I don't think Germany would run for hires. Philippines will use Mako Tsunami. Maybe. Maybe. Let's see. Fire, wind, no. Well... Aurora Wing would be nice to have out there. It's only 300. Let's bring out Aurora Wing. Give myself a little something extra there. I really do like Aurora Wing. I like that card. Probably need to well, I shouldn't concentrate on getting another copy, but if I happen across another copy, that'd be awesome. A deck involving nukes that fit North Korea. Well, there is a card. I don't think it's in the. It's not in Duel Links, but there is a card called Final Countdown in the TCG. So maybe that. I don't know. Maybe. Alien Telepath. Oh, wow, look at that, another one. The shiny primal... Oh, I'm sorry. Did I see... Okay. Germany runs... I didn't even see that. Oh, room number. I didn't see that. I'm sorry. But thank you guys for looking out for him in chat. Okay, so let's see. Let's just swing with this guy. Blink. We're good. Wow, I was actually surprised. I survived aliens. I mean, I don't think they had a great hand because they weren't doing too much. But I'm fairly certain that my Mirage Dragon helped out there. I do like Mirage Dragon. I think it's a very solid card. It's not amazing, but it's a very solid card. Yeah. Well, there's Final Destination. No. There's two different cards. Final Destination, and then there's also another one called Final Countdown. So there are two different cards. I was aware of Final Destination. I guess that's kind of a bomb thing too. But Final Countdown, the thing I was thinking is that generally, you know, I mean, kind of like going back to the old shtick of how a bomb works. There's like a countdown. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. So Scar Kid number 2. Man, are they still going? Oh, no, they're not. They're just sitting there. I thought for a second they were still going. Okay, so Scar Kid number 2. I guess we're facing you. But yeah, Final Countdown. I mean, in the TCG, Final Countdown was actually not bad. Shiny Primordial Grodin Master. That's a mouthful. Okay, well, we're facing Scar Kid, who is that person. Let's see how it works. Okay, so you kind of have an idea of what I'm running now. Kind of. But like I said, this I was saying on Thursday when I was showing people this deck, I still need a lot of cards for this deck. Again, it's not a huge priority, but I do still need some cards for this deck. Huh. That is not a great hand. Well, I mean, it's not bad, but it could be a lot better. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. Because I'm running 2 of these, and I'd like to take one out for something different. But you can see there's kind of a theme here. I'm kind of trying to do... I'm really trying to surround it around the whole mountain thing. My turn. Okay. Cyber Network. Destroy this card during your 3rd standby phase after activation. Once per turn, if Cyber Dragon is on the field, you can banish 1 light machine type monster from your deck. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, special summon as many of your banished light machine type monsters as possible, and if you do, destroy all spell and trap cards you control. Monsters that were special summoned by this effect cannot activate their effects. You cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this effect. Interesting. Okay. Well, that changes things up a little bit for me here. Another Cyber Dragon. Cyber Network again. Evolution Burst. You control a Cyber Dragon, target 1 card your opponent controls, destroy that target. Cyber Dragons cannot attack. Oh, destroying the mountain. Okay. And a face down. Let me double check my reading here. Let me hold on to this. Let me think here. Doink, doink. He's got a backfill though. Oh, you gonna chain? We're gonna see a chain? Finish the Chaz event by auto-dueling. Yeah, I keep seeing the level... I was saying it earlier, I keep seeing the level 30 Chaz, and so I end up just... A lot of times I end up auto-dueling him. Mirage Dragon again in the clutch. This is why I like this card. If he can survive his summoning, and I know there's a lot of Floodgates out there and a lot of Paleozoics out there, but again, for a card that you can get just from the card trader, he's a solid card. I'm telling you, he is a solid card. I saw people used to run him in the TCG, and he's worth it. Because once you get to the battle phase, it really takes out a lot of different cards that they can use. And a lot of people like waiting until the battle phase before they actually activate something. Oh, look, Slim Lord's in there. Let me face him. But that was a good duel, sir. I could see what you were doing, though, with Zane and the Cyber Dragons. It would have been interesting. If you would have been able to get one of the fusion monsters out, I probably would have been in some pretty serious trouble. Because my starting hand was 4 monsters. So I was not doing too good there. Who's playing for hires? Seriously, Furry, who's playing for hires? Who is the culprit that has brought a tier 1 deck to my non-tier 1 stream? Who did it? I can just go look. Let's see. Oh, there's only some. Vegeta! Well, let's see. Sama knows better. I know Sama wouldn't do it, and I know Seven wouldn't do it. They've been through to our stream before. It has to be a new person. Okay, so to give the new person the benefit of the doubt, dear new people, on the weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, we don't run tier 1s, we don't run meta decks. That's why you're seeing us playing all these various different kinds of decks with different monsters. We don't run Amazons, we don't run Masked Heroes, we don't run for hires, and in most cases we don't even run other, kind of secondary tier decks. Like we don't generally run Noble Knights and stuff like that either. We just try different deck types just to kind of fool around and see what kind of interesting duels we can have. Now, I'm not totally against meta. We do have Meta Monday. And on Meta Monday, if you decide you want to bring your fur hires, perfect. If you want to bring your Amazons, your Masked Heroes, perfect. What's up, Vegeta? But yeah, on the weekends we don't do tier decks. But on Mondays, yes, bring your tier decks then. But the weekends we just like to have a good time, have a little fun. Abdidi, I don't know who that is. I didn't see anybody in here by that name. Remembers. Wait, what? Sama? Sama, did you bring a furry deck in here, dude? Come on, you know better. Sama, don't be playing those furries. Get that out of here. Trying to get some easy wins against people you know are not playing meta decks. I'll burn you like I burned that guy on Thursday. Oh man, I'm sorry. I keep going back to Thursday, but you all have to admit that was an amazing win. Oh, Dre's back. And I know Dre said he had a second deck. And since nobody else is in the room waiting. Send him to the Shadow Realm. I don't think I have a Shadow Realm. Playing Cyberdarks? That you are, sir. I saw that. Like I said, I do applaud people who try to, just try different deck types and stuff. I think that's cool. And as you can see, obviously, I don't normally run, The only meta deck that I have, really, is my Amazons. That's it. That's the only one I have. I have the stuff for fur hires, but I'm not going to build that deck. What happened on Thursday? Thursday was a glorious day for those who do not like fur hire decks. Again, I don't want to toot my own horn. I made a video dedicated to it.
What?
And, yeah, I mean, it happened during the stream, but I saved the replay, and then I just reproduced the replay and made a video out of it. And it's pretty hilarious. Oh, you beat him with Hazy, so he brought out fur hires? Aw, come on, Sama. Don't be a sore loser. I mean, if we have to be technical, Hazies are not tier 1s, and I guess they're not really meta. They're not. I mean, they're a strong deck. I think they're on the cusp. They're about as close as meta and tier 1 as you can get without actually being meta. Okay, this is a tier 1 deck, so we're not going to fool with this. Because, yeah. I'm sorry, but Silent Magician tends to be tier 1. Fine, I'll just go through with it just so I can say I didn't quit. There. Oh, you watched that video? Yeah. It was a pretty glorious video. If I do say so myself. I thought we gave the room number. Oh, no, we'll give it again. There you go. Here you go. Yes. Yeah, this is why Silent Magician, even if you're playing a different variation of it, this is why she's tier 1. Because I wish I could get a monster out that easily that could just negate all of my spell cards. Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. Because now he gets to keep his backfield, and now I'm going to slam into probably a wall or a widespread or something. Yeah, see. That's why we tend not to even mess with those, because it's pointless. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with that deck. Nope, Dre, sorry. Not doing it. I know you wanted to build that deck because you got those cards. I like Prismas. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna face I like Prismas. Here, Dre and Sama should go duel each other. That would be interesting. Uh-oh, Dre's calling me on the phone. What, Dre? Don't get mad. Come on, you know I don't like that deck type. Don't laugh at me, dude. That's not funny. Still. Silent Thick Magician. Okay. Oh, it's my turn. I should probably do something. There we go. End the turn. You got your King Dragon. I still have not gotten a King Dragon. King Dragon is available via a ticket, right? Oh, wow, look at this guy. Let's do this real quick. Okay, here's to hoping I draw another dragon. Okay, let's hope that I draw a Mirage Dragon. If I can draw a Mirage Dragon, I think I'll be okay. Let's see, well, hold on, let me do this. Yeah, I'm just waiting. Okay, there we go. Here, he's waiting to see if I bring up Mirage. Now he should activate his Floodgate or his Paleozoic. Do it now, dude. That's what I would do. I would Floodgate this sucker so quick. I'd be like, nope. 100 wins. I can't even remember how many wins I got last season. Change the view mode, look at the guy's prismatics. Okay. I don't really care for prismatics. Oh, look, he's got an enemy controller. Okay. 119 wins. I think I want to say I stopped at like 68 wins, something like that. I don't remember. Because you all know me, I don't do ranks that often. I generally save my ranked duels for Thursdays. You're going to retire in Lynch rank 1. Amazoness Swords Person. Ryoku! Front row. Yeah, 100 wins is not easy to come by, man. Especially when you start like in gold, legend, platinum rank. Those wins are hard to come by, man. Shooting Star Bow Seal. Let me see. Equip monster loses 1,000 attack, but it can attack your opponent directly. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, wow. Do I want to do this? Let me think here. No, I can't win quite yet. But I also don't want to burn that. Let's just do what we can do. See, I'll take 13 here. I could save myself 13, but we're going to wait and see. Oh, another enemy controller. Okay. Oh, you're going to enemy controller that. Okay, that was actually interesting. Now this solves the problem as far as what I wanted to do. Because now I can save myself the damage. There. Now he's top decking. I'm in pretty good shape. Ooh, Ancient Gear Castle. Well, that's all he's got, though. Oh, look at that. Oh, shit. Oh, what am I doing? I didn't want to activate the effect. Oh my god. Summon card on the... Select one card on the field to target. Oh no. Well, I can just do that. Okay, I should be able to win. Yeah, that was a pretty bad top deck for him. When he needed to top deck a monster, he top decked that. But I was able to overcome Amazona Swordswoman, so that's good. This is a fairly decent non-meta. I mean, again, it's not a super competitive deck, but I like it. It's kind of fun. There are a few cards I still want to change out of. Mexico? Who is Mexico? Huh? Is your deck meta? What are you running in your deck? I forgot. I'm sorry. I've already... This is what, my 7th or 8th match? You haven't loathed? Okay, Tyson. I haven't lost. Okay, we're facing Mexico in the ultimate football match of the century. Because why not? Throw Mexico. Aw, Moni. Aw, you're better than that, Moni. I know you're making fun of America there, but... Yeah, in my part of the country, we just don't even make that joke. I mean, we don't stop ourselves from making it, but we just don't make it. Because I mean, I don't know if you guys have actually looked at my city. I live in Corpus Christi, Texas. I am not far from the border. Look at this thing. This is one of those cards that I don't really care for. I kind of want to change it. But here, I'll just... Yeah, I'm not crazy about this card. If I could get another one of these, I would switch that out really quickly. Trump America's fine. Brazil! Hello, Brazil! Monique's not going to get banned. Ah, I know what this is. He's going to destroy his Phoenix thingy. Things didn't get awkward. Ah, this is hazy. This is hazy Phoenix. I'm saying because I see this deck far too often. This is kind of like the go-to deck where people are like, well, it's not meta, but I want to win. I want to make sure I win. Yeah, and unfortunately I can't really do anything about it. Come on, summon. 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 There we go. This is the Dre deck. Oh, there you go. Good move. I would have floodgated that too. Come on, go to the next phase, darn it. Has he done anything while being president? Well, the thing is this. Just because a bill is passed doesn't necessarily mean it's, you know, the benefit of the president. Let's see, what do we got here? Because Congress is the one who passes it. He just has to sign it. Let's see, fire. Brazil is poop, don't like. Calm down now. We are not doing race wars here today. Berserk Dragon! And Fire King Yugioh. Oh, I didn't have any floodgates there. that was his floodgate. I did not vote for Trump. No. I have to admit, when the whole joke was going, like a year before the actual election, and for some reason he was doing really well, I thought about it just as a joke. But then as we got closer and closer, I was like, okay, maybe he shouldn't win because that would be really bad. And then by like election day, I was like, no, absolutely not. Good deal, sir. Oh, it is very, very hot. Well, I mean, anywhere in the southern hemisphere is usually pretty warm, unless you go to Chile. Like, the southernmost part of Chile, I hear, is really, really cool. But have a beach. Wicked Wizard and Sama are going at it. And if I haven't said it yet and you are new to the stream, it would be really nice if you subscribed. Click that little button right there down in the bottom right-hand corner. That would be awesome. Definitely going to get those subscribers, man, because, yeah, I'm getting close. I mean, people who've been following me for a little while now, I've kind of mentioned my stats every now and then just to give you all an idea of what's going on. As far as my watch time, it's pretty much there, man. My watch time, I'm almost at 3,800, which my goal is 4,000, and I'm going to hit that. That's awesome. But as far as subs, man, we're still lacking on that, which is unfortunate. So I'm definitely hoping to get a few more subs. I did change a couple of things up, and that's why I stayed up late last night. I stayed up until like 4 in the morning, when I probably shouldn't have. I was working on the website, and I was working on the channel. Just kind of thinking of various different ways to make things better. And I even did what Dre suggested. I mean, I had been doing this before, but I watched them again as I actually went and I looked for, you know, different ideas on YouTube, you know, because people like to make those videos, how to get more subscribers or how to, you know, whatever, you know. And I looked at a few of them, and some of them were okay. Did I get my gems yet for this? Is it time yet? Oh, let me see. Did I get my gems yet? Oh, I did not. I'm gonna put this on there while I chit chat, so I can get my 5 gems because it's about to reset. We're 4 minutes from reset time. While Trump was winning, I was winning with some girls. Apparently, Trump was winning with a lot of girls. Dude, I don't get that, man. I'm telling you, it has to be the money, or at least the illusion of money. Because I look at that dude and I'm like, man, who would want to marry him? But if you look at some of his some of his wives and ex-wives and ex-girlfriends. Hey, Stoned. Not to turn this into a whole political thing, but it has to be the money. Because he looks like a wadded up piece of dough, man. I mean, I just don't get it. It has to be money. I mean, money gets you women, apparently. Well, here's the thing, is he's been bankrupt a handful of times. So, I don't know. I tend to think that his, you know, billionaire status, I mean, there's really nothing backing it. The only thing backing it is his word. Because he won't provide financial statements. He won't provide tax returns. He won't do any of that. Hello, crazy Aerodactyl. Stoned, I'm very aware of that. Believe me, I managed to marry a very beautiful woman, and I don't have a lot of money. Of course, we're divorced now, but I still got to marry her. So yes, I'm aware that women are attracted to more than just money. I've been around the block a few times. I know how that works. Come on, reset time. Where are you? Let me jump back in the room here if anybody else came in. If you are a bank, if your bank doesn't mean you have no money. Yeah, that's... Well, there are different types of bankruptcy. There are bankruptcies that basically say that you're unable to pay your bills. Then there are some that... well, okay. Gosh, there's so many types of bankruptcies, man. There are some where you're unable to pay your bills, and so they raid your assets. And there are others where you basically go through and you are able to pay some bills, but you need to get your debt restructured. So what will often happen is the court will go to the creditors and say, okay, look, you either have to rearrange this debt, or he's just not going to pay you at all, or you're just going to have to scavenge the bones after all this is said and done. So most of the creditors will be like, okay, fine, we'll lower interest, or we'll forgive this much of the debt, just so they can get some of their money out of it. So there are different types of bankruptcies. Okay, Seven, calm down. Calm down now. Yes, you can duel, sir. We can all duel. We are the duel warriors. That was pretty cheesy. Anyways, yeah, everybody's kind of chilling now. There's 10 people in the room, but... Oh, wait, hold on. Gifted Gambler versus Sama. Oh, well, okay, no. Well, I guess I'm going to face Gifted. You know, I actually like the Royd deck a little bit better. You like English, but you don't know talking much. Admittedly, English is one of the harder languages to learn as far as speech, because there are just there's so much slang in English that it's, especially for foreigners, it's really hard for them to pick it up. If English is not at least somewhat spoken around where you are, and in some areas of the world it is, yeah, if you've not really been exposed to English and then you suddenly try to learn English, it can be difficult. Because we don't follow English. Oh my god, look at my starting hand. Yep, this is gonna hurt. But like I was saying, if you've never really been exposed to English and then you try to learn it, it can definitely be difficult. Because our language structure is nowhere near the basic structures of other languages. Even though we derive a lot of words like from ancient Greek and whatnot, the way in which we structure our sentences is not the same. I really want to dump this stupid card. I just don't ever... I don't ever really realize the value of this card. Other than the fact that it has... I mean, if I had another Luster Dragon, just a regular 19-beat stick, I would take this sucker out and put in the Luster Dragon. Oh, here comes Blue Eyes! Oh, a Tyrant Dragon! Look at that guy. Let's see. If your opponent controlling a monster after this card's first... Oh, make a second attack. Ooh, this is gonna hurt. But that's what I get for starting with both of these in my hand. That's... yeah, things don't generally go too well when this happens. Anti-magic arrows. Yeah, this is gonna hurt. I'm dead. That's what I get for... Oh, no, okay. That's what I get for starting with both of these cards. Let's see. Oh, gotta set that. Well, from what I understand, Spanish and Portuguese are actually not too dissimilar. They're, as far as structure goes, from what, again, I don't know this for certain, but from what I understand, they do come across as sort of similar. In fact, there have been times where I've confused the two. Ooh, look at this. So you're dumping your king. Time to get your motor running. A 2. So he draws 2 cards. Ooh, Polly. Here comes Polly. What you got? King Dragon. No, not the king. Hold on. Let me see. Your opponent cannot select any dragon-type monster as a target, spell trap, or monster card effects. Ow! You get special summon dragon-type monster from your hand. Ouchie! Oh, and anti-magic arrows. That stinks. Yes, I have to. I'm gonna die, but I gotta bring it back. Let me think. Well, I can't do anything, because unfortunately Elector's not going to get his effect. Yeah, I'll take my loss like a man. That's unfortunate. I like how crazy he's like, what's the room number? Dude, we posted the room number like 15 times. Anti-habanero. It is reset time, people. It is 1:04, and it is time to reset. Hello, Emma and Brandon. I'll be right back with you. Come on, it's reset time. Give me my login bonus. I think I get the gems today. I don't know how many. I think I get 40 gems today. Is that how many we get? I don't remember. Okay, well, it's not going to give me my login bonus, so I'll just go back to the room. Okay, 7, I think we got that. Okay, back to the room we go. Okay, so Emma and Brandon. Okay, Emma is even, Brandon is odds. I'm rolling dice. It is even, so I'm facing Emma. And I rolled a 6, in case you're wondering. Well, if you want friends, sir, we do have a Discord. Discord is down. The Discord link is down in the description. And there are quite a few of us in there now. And there's almost always somebody around. Duel an NPC? Nah. Well, I mean, generally I won't duel NPCs unless there's just nobody to duel. But as long as there's somebody there waiting, it's kind of rude of me to make them continue to wait while I go and duel a... I don't know if Emma's a girl, and it doesn't really matter.
You won!
Okay, this is interesting. Do that. And... that. I like those sleeves. Yeah, Emma could be male. Some people just like using female names, and that's fine. Ooh, and then the Sector deck. We were talking about this deck earlier. Let me see, hold on. Once per turn you could equip one. Let's just knock that right off. A catfish. Well, here in the States we call them traps. Let's see, so let's do this. And let's cause as much damage as we possibly can. There are no girls on the internet. Ironically, I met my ex-wife on the internet. No, it wasn't a dating service. No, we became friends. Back when Yahoo was a thing. Most of y'all are too young to remember when Yahoo was a thing. But years ago, when Yahoo was a thing, we met. They're not great, but they're not horrible either. They're okay. I haven't faced them very much, but I have been able to get past the deck. I don't want to say fairly easily, but you know. look at all those Mirage Dragons. Ooh, set down the Trunade. I think what really messed him up here was that I negated his very first summon. And I think that's where everything kind of started going wrong for him. So yeah, starting with my Paleozoic really hurt there. Oh, this dragon deck isn't finished either. I have a lot of sub-monsters in here. In fact, here, just to kind of give you all a look, just in case y'all weren't here Thursday, I'll give you all a look. My apologies, Brandon. I'll be right back, dude. But I'll give you all a quick look at this deck. It's not necessarily dragons, but it's built around the mountain card. But even without mountain, it could still work. But there are a few monsters in here that I definitely want to swap out. Isn't Yahoo where you ask questions? That's one of the things. But yeah, here's the deck. I mean, these cards are fairly good. I'm actually pretty happy with these. But the two cards I definitely want to switch out is this guy, the Ancient Dragon. Element Dragon's okay. I've actually gotten the effect a few times, which is nice. So if I were to switch out one right now, it'd be this one first. And I have two Twin-Headeds right now, but I kind of want to swap one out. But I mean, again, going back to Thursday, I showed everybody else the cards that I had, and I simply just don't have any better cards right now. I mean, Twin-Headed does have a good effect, but I'd like to run only one. In fact, what I'm thinking about doing... Oh, man, I could put a Winged Beast in there that would be a 2,000 beat stick, but I'd much rather have a dragon. Because I could take this out, and I could put in... Here, I know where she is. I just gotta find her. Where are you? There she is. I can just put her in. In fact, I'll do that right now, but just to, you know, again, I'm basically switching out a crap monster I'm not using for a beat stick, which is, I guess, better. So, what's a WhatsApp? WhatsApp? I think he's talking about WhatsApp. WhatsApp is an app. Some people use it here in the States, but I've heard that it's actually kind of popular overseas. I've heard, like, I got a friend over in Malaysia. She uses it a lot. Let's see. Brandon, I have kept you waiting, so I will duel you now, sir. Make a Harpy deck. I don't have enough for Harpies either. You weren't here Thursday, were you? I do not have enough cards for Harpy deck. And the biggest reason I don't make some of these theme decks that you all keep mentioning is that I don't have the cards. I just don't have them. I don't have enough Harpy cards. I'm trying to build a dragon deck, or at least a mountain type deck, but even now I'm struggling with not having enough cards. But the good thing about the dragon deck is that I'm fairly close. I only need 2, maybe 3 more cards, and then it's okay. I mean, it's okay right now, but it could be so much better. Okay, Brandon, apparently... Yeah, I don't know what's going on with you, Brandon. Apparently you're a ghost. So we're going to move on to the... Oh, wait, here we go. Yeah, but I don't have... I have... That's the thing, is the other Harpy cards that I have, I've only got like 1 of each. That's it. I don't have cards like Elegant Egotist. I don't have cards like Harpy's Feather Tornado, I think it is. I forget. There's some other Harpy cards that I just don't have.
What?
All right, let's see what we got here. So it's Koiba versus Koiba. Where's Moni? Moni's probably off playing Eos. Or ESO, I should say. Thank you for coming by, sir. I appreciate it. Or ma'am. I don't know which. Yeah. But be safe. Be careful out there. Go to the beach when you can. Come on, Mirage Dragon. No. Okay, no Mirage Dragon. Oh, there's Moni. I wouldn't blame Moni for playing Elder Scrolls Online right now. I mean, they said it's a really good game, so why not, right? Oh, man-eater bug! That's all I can do. Yes, we'll bring back our twin-headed behemoth. And we'll put them in defense. Uh-oh, don't DC on me! Don't DC, no! Hey! We got a new member in Discord. Thank you, sir. Well, I mean, it's for the benefit of everybody else in there. And we also have... Oh! Ah, their connection failed. Darn. Well, hopefully we'll get them back. If we have time, we'll give them another chance here. So now we have Stone Gamer and Sophie. So Stone Gamer will be the evens, and Sophie will be the odds. It is odd. So Sophie, it is. And we'll get right to you, Stone Gamer, when I have a chance. Yeah, that happens when you farm or when you just grind in a game like that for what you did it for like the past 2 weeks. But yeah, when you grind in a game like that, like I used to do that in World of Warcraft, where I would just grind and grind and grind day in, day out for like 2 weeks. And I agree, you do get burned out, man. It's very easy because those games are so repetitive. You know, they're like if you're farming for a particular piece of armor, or if you're just trying to gather gold or something, all you can do is just go out and start killing things. Oh, that's sorry. Don't worry about it, Crazy. You can come back in. We can try it again. So Brandon is crazed. Yes, I am familiar with Slipknot. Oh, wow. He had nothing. Really? Did you get... Oh, I think they're trying to run the... Well, here, let me just cause as much damage as possible, then. Hold on, what do you got there? Ojimas! Not Ojimas! We gotta get rid of that sucker. Here's to cause as much damage as possible. That was actually pretty good. 2,600 in one turn. But yeah, like I was saying, there's a lot of people that come in and out of the Discord. There's a guy named Magpie. He's got his own Discord server. It's not as busy as ours, but he does... You'll love One Direction. But he comes in and he tells us about tournaments that some people have. Because there are a lot of different people that like to have tournaments for Duel Links. And he likes coming in and telling us so that... oh, come on. What is this going to be? Is this an Ojima? Come on. Go. There we go. But yeah, he tells us about money tournaments and stuff, too. I don't join them myself, but a handful of people in the Discord do check them out. Diago was Jessica. Okay. Oja match. Oh, wow. Look at all those. Sphere Kribo? Enemy controller? Got an enemy controller. Or it's over. If you're trying to activate your trap and wondering why you can't, it's because of Mirage Dragon. Him. So yeah, you're gonna have to burn a controller or something. Jessica Jones. That show is actually really good. I watched both seasons. It was really good. Jessica's fairly common here, too. Uh-oh. Connection failed. Well, I'm still going to take that as a win because we were fairly far into the duel there. So I'm still going to call that a win. Jesse Manderson! Okay, let's see. Who's next? Stoned. Gotta face Stoned. And then after that, I guess we can go with Tomb Raider. I think I already dueled for Remaster, didn't I? I know I haven't dueled Tomb, so we'll go and we'll duel Tomb after this. And again, reminder, please. I'm just kidding, but yeah, click the subscribe button, bud, because it's right there. It's right there down in the corner. I know you all see it. No excuses. I'm thinking maybe it's time for another giveaway. Maybe. I don't know what to give away though. Oh, Black Bronchios. This is interesting. Let me see. Earth Dinosaur. Floodgate. Okay. Yeah, end the turn. A Steam card. Dude, I don't even get any donations. What makes you think I can afford a Steam card? I can't even afford to get the EX cards. Kill my Steam card. Another floodgate. Another floodgate. Come on. Give away a car. No. I don't even own a car. I don't own a car myself. Yeah, you may say it's only $20, but that's $20 that I don't have. Now, of course, if I were getting donations... A Dark Necrophore card. Only if you learn how to spell it. Let's see. Someone donate to him. I've had the little donation link up there for months now, dude, and I haven't gotten even a click. Another enemy controller. Oh my gosh. I'm getting controllered to death. Well, at least I know they don't have any more enemy controllers. No. Not that my Duel Links account is amazing or anything, but no. And besides, transferring accounts is against the rules, man. Boxer. Gotta read this real quick. You can place one counter on this card. Okay. Okay. No, I don't have a car. That is why I can afford it. because it's one or the other. It's not both. It tells you where my priorities lie. Also, I don't like to drive. I can drive, I just don't like to. Because I actually used to drive, because my brother's a chef, and he owns a business. And he is out of Austin, and he used to have me help him out once a week, where I would go and I'd drive to Austin and pick up a whole bunch of orders and stuff, and then I would just deliver them to his customers down here. And I was doing that for a little while. I didn't really like it, but I was doing it. And I got into an accident. And after that, I was like, no more. I didn't like driving to begin with, but yeah. Oh, thank you. Jinzo's gone. Loopy. I'm hanging in there, and now I've got him top decking. I've just been hanging around. Well, there's only one EX box. I don't have a free candy van. My YouTube account doesn't have... Well, you can't... Well, I guess you technically can sell a YouTube account. Like, I have heard of people trying to acquire YouTube accounts. The most notable one was NCIX. I don't know if y'all are familiar with that brand. Oof, look at that. I hung around just long enough. And I kept bringing cards back, so I was able to hang around long enough to get through this. That was a good deal, sir. The one that you park outside schools. I don't even live near a school. Alright, Tomb Raider, you're next. I do own a bicycle. I can't ride it that much, though, because it really screws with my back. We need motorcycles. What is the ID? Shadow Lord. This is the ID. But we're actually getting toward the end of the stream here, man. I'm about to hit 2 hours. King of Games. Just a reminder, guys, to the newer people coming in, we don't run tier 1s or metas here on the weekends. We only run kind of fun decks. The tier 1s and meta decks are for Meta Mondays. And, of course, that's on Monday. But during Saturdays and Sundays, we tend to run our fun decks. We don't run metas and stuff. That's why I'm running stuff like this. A shopping car? I don't know what that... I mean, what do you mean shopping car? Do you mean shopping cart? Yeah, that's what you meant. Shopping cart. Oh, you want to pay to win Silent Mission. Well, that's the only one, yeah. You only... Arrival Rivals! Man. Well, we're gonna have to let that sit there. We'll end our turn. Super Rush! Well, it's okay. We're trading cards here. And at least I got his card to power down. So it's not half bad. Oh my god! Yep, you can tell I run 3 of these. Because they keep coming. Gravekeeper's Chief. A very solid card. I can't draw any magics or traps, but I got plenty of monsters. Alright, let's see. 18, 28. Oh, I think they might be surrendering. Or they're going to try to activate that. I don't know which it is, though. There we go. Good game, sir. Dude, I drew all 3 Mirage Dragons. That was kind of crazy. It was Mirage Dragon hell for them right there. That was a good duel, sir. I don't see Arrival Rivals played as much as it should be. But that's interesting. Look, his name kind of matches the deck type, Tomb Raider. He was going with Gravekeepers. Shadow Lord and Sama are going at it. And Sama, you better not be running them fur hires, dude. That's not cool, man. You saved that for Monday. Okay, Brandon's here again, I think. Let's see if we can get one more duel in with Brandon, because unfortunately he DC'd. But we'll see. Hopefully he doesn't get DC'd this time. And again, this might be the final duel of the day. But again, guys, thanks for checking out the stream. And make sure you'll hit the subscribe button. Check down in the description for our Discord link, Instagram link, Facebook link, all kinds of good links. Link to our website, which I have been working on. I worked a lot on the website last night, man. Okay, Brandon, I don't think he's working. Unfortunately, Brandon is not working. So let me back out of that. Let me see if I get my login bonus. Here we go. 20 gems. I thought we were getting 40. For some reason, I thought it was this one. Darn. Card Flipper. Oh, I already got the one I wanted. I just wanted the Pitch Black Werewolf. I already got him. So that was nice. Now I've got 2 copies of that. Let's see. I think I'm going to get gold this time. Yep. 2,000 gold. I have no idea what that means, dude. Come on, give him my gold. What ticket? I think this is just a normal ticket, right? Oh yeah, it is. Amazing normal ticket, of which I don't need really any of these cards. Any dragons? There's no dragons in here. Well, there's one dragon, I think. Oh no, wait, that's a reptile. Well, no, there's this. I already have this dragon, but I don't really need that. I need some 3 or 4 star monsters. So no dragons in here. I don't have a Gokabor. I could get that. I mean, because right now, look, I have everything. Well, I don't have a Worm Drake, I don't have a Gokabor, and I don't have Impenetrable Formation. So I guess I'll... Okay. If it's 1 or 2, it's a Gokabor. If it's 3 or 4, it's Impenetrable Formation. If it's 5 or 6, it's Worm Drake. It's 3. So it is an Impenetrable Formation. Because why not? Where are you, Jesse? I didn't see you in the room, man. Remember, guys, if you don't sit at a table, I don't see you. Cheese Play. Oh well, apparently Cheese Plague. I don't know who that is. I don't see you anywhere, dude. You gotta be at a table. Where are you? Shadow Lord. Oh, I already faced them. Try to face Brandon. I think Brandon's a ghost, unfortunately. And Cheese and Sama are already going at it. But yeah, I don't see anybody else at a table. What are you doing all the way down there, dude? I never go to table 15. Yeah, don't go to table 15. If you can go to a higher table, please go to a higher table. Simply because I don't always scroll all the way down to 15. I had to get a drink. I'm drinking water today because I want to make sure that I go to sleep at a decent hour this time. And I didn't stay up just to stay up, you know, for the sake of staying up last night. I actually was working the whole time, pretty much from like 11, or I did that stream last night, right? Didn't I do Roblox? Pretty much from the time I finished playing Roblox until the time I went to sleep, I was working. Yeah, because I was messing around, again, I was messing around with the store. For those of you who don't know, I've got a website, and I'm trying to implement a store, but unfortunately not every theme that I work with really properly supports a store. I mean, some of them do support it, but the way... It's not my turn, don't worry, I'm not just sitting here. But the way that it implements it within the website, whenever you go to the store part of the website, it doesn't always look quite right. So I have to tinker with it a lot. And I do know how to write some CSS and some HTML5, but even then it can still be a pain in the butt to get stuff like that to work. And even now, some of the stuff on the website doesn't look... There's one particular part, it's the login for the forums, doesn't look quite right. It works and everything. It's there, it works, but it just looks a little weird to me. Okay, Jesse, okay. So all that and his connection failed. Well, so much for Cheese Play, I guess. Cheese Play is going to be the final duel, I guess. Because it was going to be Jesse, but I don't know what happened to Jesse. Oh, well, no, Cheese is gone too. Everybody has disappeared. No, Dre, don't worry about it. I understand a lot of people don't have money, and that's cool. So no, I'm not. I mean, donations would be nice. Oh, just so you all know, I can't post what Jesse actually wrote, but I'll give you an update from him. He says, and I'm paraphrasing here, "My internet died. It is not working well. I dislike my internet." That's essentially what he said. Crazy aerodynamic. Well, I tried to duel you again, Brandon, but it wouldn't work. Here, I'll do it again. Let's see if it works. Oh, wait. Staying by. Because it would be nice to end the stream with a pretty decent duel. Come on now. Yeah, I'm just waiting there, dude. It's not starting. Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. Let's try now. Brandon, gold rank 1. Okay, so for those of you who aren't here, we started a duel, but unfortunately Brandon got DC'd. So we're going to try now. Rodrigo, hello Rodrigo. Rodrigo is asking for the duel room number. The stream is almost over, but I'll put the duel room number in there anyway, because there's a handful of people in there. Oh, man. This is not... Ugh. When you start with that being the only monster you have, things are going to be a little difficult. I did not know that, sir. It's been over 2 hours, man. Where you been? So I don't... Based on this hand, I don't think I can survive very long. Because if I were to start with a different monster besides that... Okay, that's a little better, but he's got that backfield. Here, I'm just going to go full defense mode here. Well, not full defense mode, but I'll do mostly defense mode. That's how defense mode I'm going. I'm not even going to attack. No, no, don't spend money if you don't have to, dude. Gonna end the turn, huh? Okay. Come on, Mirage Dragon. I gotta start doing something here. Yeah, I kind of figured. Well, at least we burned the draining shield. That's fine. Okay. As long as I start burning his cards, even if it's 1 by 1, that's fine. I don't mind if he gains a lot of life points. I just gotta keep my card amount decent. I'm eventually gonna have to start trading off cards with him, but I want to... Oh wow, he's going defense again. Come on, Mirage Dragon. Twin-headed Behemoth. Not bad. So we'll send Twin-headed into that guy. We'll send Luster into his face down. Ooh, Kid Moto. Let's see, does he have anything? What you got in your hand, buddy? Everybody's like, we already know what you're going to do, Richard. Oh, look at this guy. Let me take a look at him real quick. When this effect of a monster card is activated, okay. When this monster is activated, this target, okay. Blah, 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 blah. Ooh. Okay. Let me read that one more time. When the effect of an opponent's monster is activated that targets and destroys a card you control, you can send the targeted cards to the graveyard and special summon this card from your... Okay, never mind. That's fine. I thought I dueled you, dude. Did I not duel you? I could have swore I dueled Furry Master. I think I dueled you at least once. Yeah? Gotta burn my one wall. Ooh, wow. It is a good thing I did that. Because I was going to do this. What you got there? Lancer Dragonoot. Oof. That was a heavy defender. Okay, now we're in pretty good shape. Yeah, obviously I've got a card advantage on him. So now he's kind of top decking. I assume that other card in his hand is a dead card. Oh, maybe not. Okay. We'll hold it. Gotta read this thing. Increase this card's level by 4 when during your opponent's turn only. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it, you can draw. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can send one level 7 or 8 Dragon-type monster from your deck to the graveyard. You can send one card from your hand to the graveyard, then target one level 7 or 8 Dragon-type monster in your graveyard. Send this card to the graveyard, and if you do special summon that monster, you can only use the effect of Dragonite. Okay. I think we should be okay here. Here's to hoping he doesn't have anything back there. Even if he does, I think we'll be okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me think. Actually, well, this would be interesting. Let's do this. I'm gonna take his monster. He'll get hit with his own wall. So I've weakened his monster too, so that's actually not bad. Now I'm gonna end the turn. Now he's got a top deck a monster here. Oh, here we go. He's gonna bring something. What you got there, buddy? Blue Eyes White Taco. This is a Destiny draw if I ever saw one, huh? Ooh, man, look at that. Hold on. I kind of want to leave that alone. I think I should, because look what I have in my hand. Oh, that's so... Let's leave it alone. I'm going to eat some damage, but we're going to leave it alone. But I'm okay. Good game, sir. That's an interesting deck you've got there. I didn't top deck anything. I had the win in my hand, so I was okay. But yeah, I top decked my Elector, which would not have helped at that point. But that was a good game, sir. Very good game. You barely lost! Well, I could have floodgated your guy, but I didn't. I was like, I'll just take him. And that's why I took the damage. I was like, because if I floodgate him, then you can't do anything. He's basically a 29 defender because of the 2 mountains. And I didn't have anything that could take him out with 29 defense. So I didn't want to give you a defender. Well, I guess that's about it, guys. That was a pretty solid stream, man. Again, check that in the description. We have our Discord link down there. There's almost always usually somebody on. As far as getting duels and stuff, I know Dre likes to get duels. Seven likes to get duels. There's a handful of other people in there that just like to get duels in case y'all are wanting to practice and whatnot. Also, make sure to click the subscribe button. It's down there in the bottom right corner of your screen. If you don't click it, well then, I guess you don't click it. But, yeah, we're going to do this whole thing again tomorrow. Again, we're going to do open duel room, same thing. No metas, no tier 1s. I'll see if I can build a different deck again. Although, I do like these 2 decks. These 2 decks were pretty interesting. The 2 that I used against you guys. But yeah, as y'all can see, we try just different deck types. We don't generally run the meta stuff that you see all the time. We just try to keep things fresh and different and give people different ideas as far as how to use different cards. That's why I run Manager Bug. Oh yeah. Anyways, thanks for checking out the stream, guys. I am going to go see about getting some lunch. And again, people will probably be on over in the Discord. Until tomorrow, guys, be safe. Don't do anything crazy, and make sure you eat plenty of fiber. I don't know why I'm saying that, but yeah, just eat plenty of fiber.
TV!